Okay, so what is it about the music industry that attracts so many snakes and assholes?
You don't need a degree to get into the game. You don't need any business acumen to get into the game. Music is the most basic, fundamental part of people's existence to a lot of degrees. Like, music feeds your soul, and it's soul music. No matter what kind of music it is, whether it's country, whether it's jazz, whether it's classical, there's energy in tones of music. There's energy in how it makes you feel. So anybody can get into the game. What happens to me, and this is just my experience, is that the people that deal with the executives and, homeboy management, as I like to call it, they're only used to working in a parameter that is based on what they know. So they don't go to business school when they become a businessman with an artist who's doing blank amount of streams and is creating revenue. They only deal with what they know how to deal with, which is the get over. And unless you're in a situation where you have a team, right? So you get success, and then all of a sudden a good lawyer reaches out, and that lawyer knows a good manager, right? And that manager knows a good accountant, and that accountant knows a good tour manager. Unless you do that, you're dealing with the people you deal with around the way. Like, that's what you deal with. You're dealing with the people that you know, and those are the people you trust. So when they tell you as an artist, yo, blah, 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 I'm gonna do blah, of course you're gonna trust them, not knowing that there's a really good chance that what they're telling you is probably not helpful. I can't tell you how many artists I've met that I love and I wanna help them, and within 2 or 3 meetings, I find out that there's about 30 homeboys in homeboy management that all got their teeth in homeboy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, and the hope is, and it is what it is, but the hope is at some point, an artist who really wants an artist career, doesn't matter where you come from, whatever trap you come from, whatever hood you come from, whatever middle class, wherever you come from, realize that the music is one part, but the business is another. And if you don't deal with the business, then your music suffers. What does that mean? You can have organic music hit the masses, but if you want to make money in the business, then you need people who know how to do business, not people who know how to hold you down. That's not business. That's survival. There's a difference. Business is about business acumen, understanding contracts, understanding splits, understanding publishing, understanding how royalties work, how mechanical royalties work, how publishing works, how touring works, how merchandising works, how distribution works, how manufacturing works, how scheduling works, how radio promotion works, how streaming promotion works, how streaming companies work, what's the revenue on streaming. It's a business. So if you want to go fuck around with your homeboys and go get that bread, go get that bread. You want to go chase that bag, go chase that bag. Your career will be this short. And then you'll be left where you were found. But if you want to have a business, then you have to have people that understand that business. Because what I just mentioned is the key parts of surviving in the business. One of the things that me and my partners realized is that all these producers out here that are making crazy bags off of YouTube production and SoundCloud, they don't realize that that's mechanical royalties. That's like when somebody would buy your record at Tower Records, or somebody would buy your record at a record store. Where's your publishing money at? Oh, you don't know? Okay, cool. So we started an admin company for independent artists, right? Fourth Base Music. And people are like, oh, okay, Serch is taking me publishing. There's another Jewish kid taking No. Let me explain this to you, you fuck boys. All right? I'm gonna be real clear, you fuck boys, so you get this real clear in your fucking head. We created Fourth Base Music to be an administration company to help you, meaning we will categorically show you everywhere your revenue is being generated, and we take 25%. 15 of that 25% goes for infrastructure. Somebody's got to figure out where the collection is. Got to have a server, so that's got to be, and then the 10% is our revenue. So let me put it to you like this, you fuck boys. If you do 1 billion streams, we're gonna collect your 75% of your publishing. Our company's share on 1 billion streams is $70,000. That means you make whatever that number is. Last time I checked on publishing, if you own 50% of your publishing, if you co-wrote and blah, 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 and there's no other people, your publishing on 1 billion streams is something like 7 figures. So you're making 7 figures, I'm making $70,000 on 1 billion streams. So anybody who really wants help, holla at me. I'm not here in this part of my life to get rich on any other artist. I don't need music to maintain my lifestyle. I'm Gucci. For life, I'm Gucci. What I'm trying to do now is to return and give back with people that have built billion-dollar publishing companies from scratch. My partner Roger built Concord. Google that shit, fuck boys. My other partner, he's the only man to run all 6 music companies, Richard Blackstone. Google that shit, fuck boy. Don't come to me on some, Serch is taking 25% because that's more than any other admin company. Great, stay with that company. But if you really want someone to protect you and understand where your publishing is, holler at us. It's real simple. I'm not here for the bullshit. I'm tired of it. That's why I'm outside of the business now. I'm tired of it. And I'm really tired of homeboy management. The reason we're down, the reason that we're down, hip hop's the biggest genre in the world, and yada, we're down 40%. And we're gonna be down another 42% in the next 2 years. And alternative music's doing this, and country music's doing this, and we're doing this. And that's because, not because the music isn't outstanding, because it is. There's great music being made. O.T. the Real, Benny the Butcher, Bodie James, Lola Brooke. So many great new artists. Rhapsody's new record's crazy. So many great new artists. However, we're going like this because we don't know the business. The majority of us that are in rap music don't know the business. Because we don't know the business, we're losing our footing in the business. If you really want this, you're not doing it as a hobby. You're not doing it because you felt like whatever and you smoked whatever and you heard a beat and you spit or whatever and then you hit a lick. If you're in this for the business, everything that I said before, streaming, promotion, marketing, have somebody in your camp that knows that. And it's okay if you don't start out that way, but that's where you want to end up. If you want to, the difference between Little Baby and Little Schmelky is Little Baby got a business around him and Little Schmelky is fucking nowhere. He's at a bodega eating a chopped cheese. Feel me? So be smart and help us reinvigorate our culture and our music's culture by having more business and less bullshit. And I'm sorry, Nipsey, I did this in front of you. I feel terrible because you're literally the embodiment of what you're supposed to be. When he was murdered, he was bringing money from Microsoft into the hood. He was bringing money from tech companies into the hood. He was trying to give coding to kids, give them alternative ways to raise capital, to raise money, to have ways to feed their families. And he was gunned down in front of his kid. That ain't the business. That's not happening in country, by the way. That's not happening in pop music. Dua Lipa's manager ain't getting gunned down. We're doing that to ourselves. It's enough, right? Like maybe, maybe I don't know. I don't know.